let's move on to the last question from Riley Erickson. And Riley's question is, AI is moving into many areas of business. That's true, including marketing, online inquiries, reporting, etc. Recent feedback here is that digital channels are flooded with more advertising than ever before. Do you think we will see a shift away from digital due to how crowded it is? Or do you think businesses will increase their digital spend to try and keep up? Stephen?
Well, before answering the question, I want to expand a little bit on the AI moving in the many areas of the business.
Here's
Um,
Riley.
because I think, first of all, social media is going to become a nightmare as we see more and more AI
Hmm.
postings. Content marketing is going to get crushed. We're already starting to hear experts talking about the one-click economy, which is basically people using AI for their search, which completely so SEO is getting slaughtered. Content marketing is in the death throes because of all of this. PPC is going to start getting challenged because people are going to change the nature of their search where they're going to use AI instead. So there's a huge landscape change that's going on. So great to recognize that. Are businesses going to increase their budget or not? I have no idea. Don't know what they're going to do. So I'm going to change the question. Should they be increasing their PPC their online advertising budgets? And the answer is no. It's getting more expensive, it's getting more crowded, and it's getting less impactful.
Hmm.
Clients over and over and over again are coming to us going, I'm spending more and more and more, and I'm getting less and less and less. Can you fix this? It's not fixable. The PPC ads are written by the AI. Google controls where things are going. Social media is getting flooded. Content marketing is dead. SEO is finished, right? That's the landscape. So, guess what we need to do? We need to go elsewhere. We need to go back to traditional marketing. And who are we seeing do it? Freaking all the online. Do you know who does not spend money on online advertising? Apple and McDonald's. Google burgers near me. And do you know who does not show up? McDonald's.
Yeah.
They ignore it. They go, screw that crap.
No, because
We're going to do billboards, we're going to do television, we're going to do radio because that's what works.
I
Sorry
can
if I
tell you
got
this too. Um, I'm going to give you a little bit of pushback on content marketing is dead. Only in the context of that doesn't mean you should quit creating content. Your website should still be filled with authentic content that's not jammed with SEO bullshit.
Okay,
And
so I'm going to
and
agree with that.
and has good
Yes.
information about the company, good information about all kinds of things that you do, because that's what the search engine, that's what the AI is looking at,
Okay,
right? And
so I'm going to agree and disagree with you on this.
mhm,
So that content is super important because all roads lead through the website. Okay.
mhm,
So basically, but when I say content marketing, is this whole idea that we're going to create content that we're going to dangle out into the world that's going to
yeah,
bring lots of people to us. That ain't
no, I
happening.
agree, I agree,
Okay.
and I
It's
wanted to
about it's
just,
it's about building authority. So then the AI
yeah,
looks at it and goes, "Are you an authority in the space?"
yeah,
But to be an
and
authority in the space means it also needs to be unique content and it needs to be content that people consume.
yeah,
So that's all I'm. But the traditional, we're gonna
yeah.
throw all this content
Like
out
it
there and
depends on what your definition of content marketing is. And
correct,
what I'm saying is,
correct.
don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Content
Good point.
is still king.
Yeah,
Your
content is still
content is
important.
king. Content marketing, that's who knows what that is anymore.
Correct,
But
correct.
good content, whether it's on your social media platforms or your website, and it should be on your website, and your website should be still loaded with authentic, good content about your business and what your customers are interested in, because they're still being indexed by the search engines, and they're still being indexed by AI, and that's how the AI is going to know to do it. But throw all that away and remember that the biggest power you have in radio is that you can get people searching for the business by name.
Bingo.
By name. And if I'm searching by name, I'm typing McDonald's into Google Maps, not hamburger.
Yes.
I'm typing the business name in, not the category. And that's where people are just losing their minds over digital marketing, because typing the category in right now doesn't help much when Google's controlling the search. But if you can get people to type in the name, and you have a domain name that's fun and easy to remember, you can get people searching by the name of the client, and then they will find them on Google Maps. They'll find them on their own website.
Here's a very fun experiment for you to do. Go to AI and ask it, when you're recommending a business, what do you look for? So here's the fun thing. There's all these idiots running around out there charging really, really big bucks to say to people, I'm going to teach you how to make your website attractive to the AI. You don't need them. You can ask the AI. The AI will tell you. One of the things it looks for is authority. Now, if you get, to Dave's point, if you get a lot of people typing in the URL directly or doing an organic search that's the company's name, and this data is known by the AI, because it is, that actually gives the company authority. That direct search actually builds authority. So what you're doing on the radio, which is driving people to the website, is actually going to help them in the AI world, because it's building authority. Now, the other thing is that I don't want to lose that Dave was talking about, authentic content. Increasingly in the world today, and I think AI is going to drive this, so now we're going to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole here, but I can't help myself, is that we're looking for a connection. And the other part that we can do with great radio ads is we can start building those emotional bonds and connections. Now, when somebody comes to the website, they're going to want to know a little bit more about that. So the authentic content is even going to be just content about the business and about the people. When we get really strong, like one of the things I've noticed when we get into a second year of a really strong radio campaign where we're building these bonds, the team and the about page end up becoming searched really heavily. And so you also want to make sure you've got great content there that extends that relationship that you've started with your radio campaign, that has led to the person typing in the URL. They land there and they go, I want to know more about these people. And in fact, they want to know whether they really and truly are what's been represented, and that content is required as well. And then, man, then you've won their hearts.
Riley, I've got a question for you. Are you in radio sales, or are you selling digital?
No, I'm in radio sales.
Okay. Your main question is, will people continue to increase in digital? Sure, there are lots of people that will just follow the herd right off the cliff, and they'll continue.
But
to
I'm
increase.
I'm also starting to see customers reaching out to us with the desire, with like the stated desire of wanting to reduce digital. So there's two camps.
Yeah.
There's camps where we know there's a client I can't share the name of, but it's a client that was bought by private equity, and they've canceled, and they were heavy in radio. It's a client of ours, canceled all the radio, moved 100% of the budget to digital. At the same time, when I get that news, same time I get a telephone call from somebody who's like, I want to get completely out of digital. How do I do it?
Yeah.
So where that nets out, who knows?
Now, I want to give you just a quick example of what we mean by authentic copy, authentic content. If Riley, if you were a business, and you are, right, you're representing yourself and selling radio ads to local businesses. If there was a page that's like, if I said, Riley, how did you get into this business? and you told whatever the story is, and you told it, right? Well, maybe my uncle was in radio. Maybe I just needed a job. Maybe I just landed in this town and I didn't know what to do. People like that story, whatever that story is. People like that
They really
story.
do.
And that's a piece of content. And most people think, well, that's not good content. That doesn't tell all the strengths and powers of radio and all of it. It's like, but we don't care. We don't care. We want connection, right? We want authentic connection. And as long as the content provides that, it can be about anything, right? It could be about your dog. It can be about anything, and the more of that you put on the website that promotes your business, the more people find you and say, "Oh, I have a dog just like that," or "I'm a cat person, but you seem like a pretty nice guy." So that's the kind of content it's like it's nobody's going to pay to read that content, but when they do find you and they're trying to figure out who you are and what you mean and what you stand for and what you're against, I don't want to see just your LinkedIn profile, right? I want to find out who you are as a business. So keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
that makes sense.
I think it's a
I
great
want to
question.
share. I want to share a crazy example on that. We have a heating and air conditioning client in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the radio ads that we run are really about his business philosophy, and his business philosophy is quite counter to a lot of other people. And his name's Travis Crawford, and the company's Travis Crawford Heating and Air Conditioning. One of his most searched terms is, "Who is Travis Crawford?" Like people are just like, they hear these things and they go, "Who is this guy?" Who like,
Yeah.
and to me, it's a really interesting demonstration of you create that in the place, and they come wanting to know more. And then, of course, as they know more, they're now building those emotional those emotional connections. Dave, can I put in a plug for a piece of content for them to go take a look at that I created?
I suppose I'll
Okay.
plug my ears.
Okay. So if you're looking for ways to take things like your origin story, because it can be hard when you're writing your own origin story to take it to a place where it's a story and to take it out of this world of being very technical and being very fact driven, or there being no facts, so therefore it's hard. Um, I did a TEDx talk about a year ago that talks about how do you change a testimonial into a story and the four ingredients you want to add. So go check that out. Go watch that. You can find it under my name, and it'll give you a bit of an idea. Like once you kind of sketch out the facts to it of your origin story, it'll give you some ideas of what are some of the things that you can inject that really then make it this memorable story that people connect with. That they
Yeah.
go, "Oh my God, that's so cool."
And at the end of the day, like for most clients of a radio station, I tell this to my clients. It's like, no, I just want to make you the most famous plumber in Tyler, Texas. That's it.
Bingo.
Nobody cares that you can clean a drain. Every plumber can clean a drain. Nobody cares that you can do underground uh, trenchless piping. Uh, I just want you to be the plumber they think of first and feel best about. And we can have fun making you that, right? We don't have to worry about all these technical things. So go out there and have fun. Thank you, Riley and Chad
Yeah.
and Brad and Pete and Marcy. Appreciate you being here. I would put you all on the screen, and I just don't know which button to push. So I'll continue to learn this, and we'll get this video up. And I hope we see you next month on Ask the Wizards. Thank you, Stephen, for filling in
Oh,
for
this
us
was
today.
fun. This was fun. I got to rant a little bit. That's always good.
All right. Did somebody say something? No, it's all right. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.